It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson.
We hope you'll join us for
Now, New York starting five. We've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the one. And for Boston, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Keita in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum, lets it go from deep, drops in the three.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
White for three, knocks down the long J.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Now here's Brunson. Three-pointer, Bridges. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. The coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Brunson misses. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. White for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. White's got 8.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Hart. Back to Anunoby. Simons with a steal. Brown passes to Tatum. Loses his grip. Clanks the lob. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Towns way outside. New York no good that time either. Celtics lead by 6. Brown passes to Simons. For 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
And it's Brunson missing. Pass to Simons. There's the triple. And it's New York with a rebound. That'll count. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's Boston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
So on the floor for the Knicks, filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Gershon Yabusele out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's McBride in a point guard. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Garza, and Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. Pass to Towns. Over Boucher. And the Knicks miss again. Boston leading by 14. Hauser passes to White. And again, Boston with the triple.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
Anunoby against Brown. Yabusele to screen. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
White on the wing, jacks up a three, and again, Boston with the triple.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Towns, drops it in on the fadeaway.
Yeah, and at 7 feet tall, Towns is a major threat inside. The defense has to guard him better than that.
Simons finds White, and the Celtics another three.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
McBride passes to Bridges. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, anytime he wants, Towns can be a beast on the offensive boards.
Hauser right side. Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Now here's McBride. Tight defense on him. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Back to Brunson. Down low. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter. There's Tatum with the three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Derek White getting it done for the Celtics. And he's hit 8 3-pointers. Strong shooting performance in this one. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Celtics lead by 18. White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Outside White. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. White's got 29 points.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his team.
Sinks the tray.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Brian, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Anunoby finds Bridges. Three-pointer off the mark. Celtics lead by 23. Outside White. From downtown. And again, Boston with the triple. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report. The Celtics have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. White for three. Gets the three to fall. White's got 9 points in the quarter.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Pass to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
White on the wing. The three is up. And again, Boston with the triple.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Outside Hart. From outside, off the mark. Outside White. Takes a three. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real nerve to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Celtics out in front, delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, they've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, small forward. Towns passes to Brunson. The offensive rebound, and there it is for him.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
Pritchard with it. Hauser outside. On target from range.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Towns. Here's Brunson. And out of bounds. Boston will have
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 28, Hugo Gonzalez.
it. And Boston has possession. Pass to Hauser.
2 minutes remaining.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
And the Celtics making a change here. Minot's checked in. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Bridges. Towns outside. New York working the ball around now. Out to Bridges. From the arc. Hauser grabs the board.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Richard finds Boucher. Right wing. Here's Minot. No good on the 3. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Derek White.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one. Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Pass to Tillman, over to the wing. Pritchard from outside, fires in the triple.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
For three, Bridges. And it's Tillman with a rebound.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And the basket by Bridges.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Derek White.